Welcome to Off Topic with Tim and Matt, our sporty little pugnacious sports podcast where we always go
Off Topic.
Before we get started, comment, like, and subscribe on YouTube. We want to hear from you. We want you to be our proud fans. Okay, Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball.
Playoff time.
Playoff time.
Dodgers are there.
Dodgers are there.
As usual.
As usual. Not as usual are my Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes.
Who have gone to the postseason a few times, but not done much. Now, I have my notes in front of me. And the one note I wrote down yesterday before the game started, Jays success, Vladdy, and starting pitching. So Vladimir Guerrero, starting pitching. So Vladdy was 2 for 22 coming in.
Yep.
And starting pitching was always going to be a concern postseason.
Right.
5+ great innings out of Kevin Gausman. Got into trouble in the 6th. He had 53 pitches going into the 5th. Like, perfect efficiency. The biggest thing yesterday was, and of course the Jays, in case you didn't hear, beat the Yankees 10-1 at home at the Rogers Center. Vladimir Guerrero, his first at-bat, first inning, went yard on a solo shot. That was the biggest monkey he could possibly get off his back. After he did that, everybody just relaxed.
Everybody relaxed.
Right? Because if he starts blowing it, the tension builds up, and you start, he got that hit. He made an amazing play and I think it was the second inning, diving catch midair to double off the runner at first for the double play.
Yep.
And then the rest of the team took over. Alejandro Kirk, Nathan Lucas, Jimenez, everybody just started hitting. Lucas made a great catch out in the outfield to shut things down. The bullpen came in. Louis Varland, bases loaded, 2 out.
Yep.
Sawed off, I think it was Giancarlo Stanton with 101 mile an hour, just flamer. It was a great
wild
game. And the biggest part about that game isn't the big score or even the win. It's just the pressure is off for today.
Yes.
Because Vladdy's not stressing out about it. He's not cracking a sweat. He's loose. He's Vladdy again. We have Trey Savage as our second starter, who's a kid. He's a rookie.
Yep.
So now he doesn't have to worry about getting the win. I have to get the win. He just has to go out and play his game, and he's going to have a good offense behind him and defense backing him up. So this is psychologically, it's a bigger win than it was on the scoreboard, in my opinion.
I have to agree with you. I watched and I turned on some of the game. Gausman was great. I mean, let's just take a quick look at the numbers. 5.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 base on balls, 3 strikeouts. 75 pitches, 51 of them strikes, 1.59 ERA.
Yeah.
That's a great line. That's an amazing line. Varland was lights out. I mean, when he came in there, it was crazy how well he did, and just shut him down. But the hitting in the 7th and the 8th inning.
Unreal.
It was unreal. You got the 2 leadoff home runs, bang, bang. The Yankees had to manufacture a run in the 6th.
Off a Jay's bases loaded walk.
Yeah.
That's all they could do.
They manufacture this 1 run in the 6th. And the Jays come out in the 7th and the 8th and get 4 runs in both innings. And it's not about, the big score, the 10-1 or anything like that. It's the fact that they got them when they needed to.
Yeah.
And they went in there and they played hard. They didn't give up. They were up 2-0. Then it was 2-1 and they didn't fall apart. The Jays we watched last year fell apart
Constantly. Runners in scoring position. You could fill a stadium with the amount of guys they left on last year.
My good English have fallen apart. But you watch them, they fell apart in late innings. And they were up in the early innings. The starting pitcher for the Yankees has never been horrible, or for the Blue Jays, I know teams, has never been horrible, but the relief has always been bad. Or they leave them in too long and they start to get hit at the end type thing. Now you've got these bat swinging. And Kirk, let's talk about Kirk for a second. I mean, this is the guy a week ago I watched get thrown out of the first run, a surefire double.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I can't get it to the first base in time. I'm just going to hit it out of the park twice.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. The bottom end of the order was Jimenez. 2-2-2. He's got 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. At the bottom of the order, hitting 8th.
And he's your defense guy.
Yeah.
They got his glove for defense, and he just gets these timely hits. Even in that last game against Tampa Bay, where they had to win to clinch,
Yeah.
they subbed him in, simple for contact, and he got the deep fly ball. They got the runner in. Like, that's all he has to do. So there's no pressure on. Like, I mean, the pressure was on Vladdy because he just signed that big contract, and unofficially, this is when the contract is supposed to pay off, right? And he got it. But I want to give the Yankees a little bit of a break. They played 3 full games against the Red Sox in an emotional series 36 hours ago.
Yeah.
And they went through their bullpen. They just wrap up. They won 4-0 against Boston. They come into Toronto. Jay's been sitting there for 4 days, chomping at the bit. And they just, you run out of gas. They're human beings, So, but on the flip side, when you're going up against a team like that, that's maybe a little banged up, a little tired, a little emotionally drained, you have to put the knife in their throat.
Yeah.
You put the foot on the throat, and you put the shotgun to their forehead, and you pull the trigger multiple times.
Get a little morbid there.
Well, I went to VI. I went to virtual reality shooting zombies yesterday, so that's sort of what's on my mind.
But yeah, I agree with you. And I mean, I'll give the Yankees a bit of a break here too. But the Yankees have been falling apart since last year.
They have been.
In the playoffs last year, Game 5 in the 5th inning, things have not gone well for them all around. And they had a decent enough season because of the talent that they have. They're going to come back today, right? Game 2.
It's going to be a much closer game.
Yeah, Game 2. They're going to come out. They're going to be focused. They're going to be swinging. You've got a very skilled team over there that aren't going to take being beaten 10-1 in Game 1 lightly. So it'll be interesting today.
Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton are feeling the pressure.
Yeah, they are.
So if they strike out in the first 2 innings, they're going to feel the pressure even more. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a big deal. If they can keep those 2 guys off the base pads and even leave them on the base pads, the Jays will have a chance. I'm just enjoying it. I'm not making any predictions. I'm just enjoying it. They won yesterday. They're going to have a hopefully good game today. Game 3 is going to be Shane Bieber, which is a little interesting. I don't know who's going in for Game 4.
Yeah.
I hope it's Eric Lauer, who's in the bullpen and is a superb righty and was their 5th starter all season. But, there's a reason I'm sitting here. And, people in professional baseball, they're sitting in professional baseball. But, big win yesterday. And it was just, for me, it was the psychological win of Vladdy getting that monkey off his back. Opening home run, got a single, I think in the 7th, he got a fly ball that drove a run in, got another hit after that. He could just breathe and okay, I'm back. And he was, even in the first at bat, the first couple of swings, he was Vladdy of old.
Yeah.
He was going, he had soft contact the last September. He was just playing, not him.
Yeah.
Something was going on, and now he's mentally, he's back where he is, and looking for another really big game versus him. Your Dodgers had a little bit of a tough time against a very good Phillies team.
Very good Phillies team.
Yeah.
But let's really take a look at Shohei Ohtani's first playoff start as a pitcher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He hit last year in the playoffs and hit a ton. This was his first playoff start as a pitcher. And 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 base on ball, 9 strikeouts.
Nice.
89 and 60 pitch count. 89 pitches, 60 for strikes. 2/3 of them were strikes. He retired 15 in a row, or 15 out of 17, 10 in a row.
Nice.
Right? So he really, after that, he had a little bit of a mix-up in the 2nd inning, gave up the 3 runs, and then you saw him get focused.
Yeah.
Man, does he get focused, right?
There's a reason he's been getting paid $1 billion.
Unbelievable. And I talk about this a lot, is it's not just your heavy hitters that you have to rely on, especially in the playoffs. It's the 5 to 9 hitters.
Oh, yeah.
And our 5 to 9 hitters got on base when they needed to, and they were there, not when Ohtani hit, because he struck out.
Yeah.
In the 6th inning, he struck out, or was it top of the 7th? Top of the 7th. There was 2 runners on. It was 3-2. He struck out. Mookie Betts comes up. MVP, Mookie Betts, popped out, right?
Right.
And who comes up right after that? Now there's 2 out, 2 on. Who comes up? Teoscar Hernandez. Teo. And he cranked it out of the ballpark for 3 runs.
Nice.
They brought in Glasnow to shut it down. and then Sasaki to close it out.
Nice.
They're using their stars the way they need to beat a really strong Philadelphia team.
Philadelphia's looking really strong. So, yeah, we'll see what happened there.
And then the Brewers come out.
The Brewers were on fire. I mean, they just beat the crap out of the Cubs. And the Cubs are sort of in the same position as the Yankees that they played 36 hours ago.
Yeah.
And you can get a little bit tired, but I mean, the first inning, they racked up like 6 runs.
Yeah.
Like, it was just crazy. Like, the Brewers are just, I pray to God, the Jays, if they get out of the championship series, they don't play Milwaukee. I'm praying they don't play Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's in the National League.
Yeah, I know, but if they win the pennant,
yeah.
they'll meet them in the World Series.
World Series, yeah. No, the Dodgers will be there, don't worry. And we saw how well the Blue Jays did against the Dodgers this year. They got a run, I think.
So fun.
Mariners, Tigers.
Tigers.
I mean, this you said 36 hours ago, the Tigers were playing.
Yeah.
And they came in and they upset the Mariners 3-2 in the 11th inning.
11 innings. That's the worst loss any team can take, because you go to bed thinking, if I had just done that differently, we would have won. Like, it plays in your mind so much. You lose 10-1, it's like, ugh, it fell apart. Who cares? It's behind us. Let's move to today.
Refocus.
3-2 in 10 innings. And, the Tigers had that 15.5 game lead, almost blew it, came back.
As a wild card
when they should have clinched, beat a good Cleveland team.
Yeah.
And here they are. And so, yeah, look out for the Tigers, man, because they could be the sleeper.
100%.
Yeah. So, yeah. But great afternoon of baseball. Some really exciting games, especially if you're a Jays fan. It's just what the team needed, that emotional boost. So I hope they can carry that into today, and they can just shut down. They play well against the Yankees.
Yeah.
So I was really happy the Yankees beat the Red Sox, because I think they have a much better chance.
Yeah, and I think, so today's just the American League teams, day 2, because they want to offset for the travel days if they need to.
And TV rights.
Yeah. Well, it's more so because now, like, the American League teams will play 3 games.
Right.
And if they have to go to 4 or 5, they travel. So there's a day off. So if they move the National Leagues over by a day, there's still baseball on that travel day for them.
Yeah.
So we got baseball now all week. Stay tuned. My wife's excited.
She is.
No, she's not. She's not very happy about this at all. So
Taylor Swift dropped a new album.
she was very happy about that.
There you
she
go.
went and saw that.
Apparently it's quite good.
They went to the VIP for a show where they did like highlights of the tour and released the new album and the lyrics and the whole.
Oh, okay.
And she went to sat in VIP, and it was the theater.
Cineplex?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they were sold out.
I know you could have seen her Eras tour. You could have gone and watched it in the theater.
Yeah, they did it.
And it was on Netflix or Disney or something. And we never watched it. We just didn't get around to it. Apparently, friends of mine who are, I'm 57, they're a little older than me, who don't listen to Taylor Swift for that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Supposedly it's just awesome.
Yeah.
But this weekend for 3 days, it was in theaters, the new album release.
Oh, okay.
Right. So her and her daughter went. They had a great time. They thought it was fabulous.
Nice. And then meanwhile, we get to watch baseball.
Taylor Swift in the background of every room in my house right now.
Tay-Tay.
You know what? I've never disliked her music. I don't turn it off. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not my style, but
no. I'm 57. Like, my era was 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I still listen to. So. Yeah.
I'm
not hurting anybody. That's all I know.
I have an unhealthy love for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I have it on at all times.
Okay, there you go.
And my kids hate it. When I got my one car with Sirius, I bought a car and it had a free year of Sirius Satellite.
Oh, jeez.
And there's the Tom Petty station on
there.
Oh,
really?
It just plays Tom Petty constantly.
That's hysterical. I knew there was a community radio station decades ago, and all they ever played was Stairway to Heaven, like on a loop.
Oh, really?
Like 24 hours a day, and did it for years. It was pretty funny. I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
You're the baseball guy. So, Bo Bichette and Chris Bassett
Yeah.
are off the roster for the divisional series.
Yes.
Can they go back on for the championship series? They can. Okay.
Yeah. So the roster changes after each series.
Okay.
So when you submit it for the series, so the wild card series, Kershaw was left off.
Yeah.
For the divisional series here, that he's on.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So and they change it and it all depends on who you're facing. Right. So when they were facing the Reds, they wanted primarily right-handers. Now they're going up against the Phillies and wanted to bring on a couple more left-handers,
Gotcha.
right? And so there's the strategy of that. And the guys that are off the roster are still on the team,
Yeah.
right? They're still in the dugout.
Yeah.
They're still in the bullpen.
Right.
You just can't use them.
Gotcha.
So-
That part I knew. I wasn't sure if you could reinstate a guy in the
Yeah,
next series.
you change it by series.
Yeah, so hopefully Chris Bassett and Bo Bichette get their aches and pains figured out because they're going to need them big time. Should they advance?
Yeah.
Should they? Like, big game today. I'm really looking forward to it. Any other baseball news? I just
No,
cannot think of anything. This is
everything's
just
going to
it.
be the games right now because nobody else is doing anything. Everybody's watching. So let's talk a little NHL. Last night, Lightning Panthers had a preseason game. 312 minutes in penalties. 312.
What are you doing in a preseason game that you hate each other so much?
And that's not even a record. But there's 312
I mean,
penalties.
that's insane. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? You're just going to get your hand broken in the preseason. I mean, like Toronto or Montreal lost to Ottawa. Who cares? It's preseason. However, a little closer to home, some football.
Yeah.
Huskers had a good game yesterday.
Huskers had a great game yesterday, and they were playing against Prince George, which is a fabulous club, fabulous team. First time in the playoffs in their 4 years of existence this year.
Kodiaks. Okay.
Yeah, the Kodiaks. They sealed up the third place spot. So they weren't playing for a lot, except for the fact that they've never won in Chilliwack.
Oh, okay.
Right? So they came in and they played their starters, they played hard. The Huskers were all banged up from last week. They had a dog fight against the VI Raiders. Their starting running back wasn't playing. His shoulder was banged up. The starting quarterback wasn't playing. He got hammered a few times hard. The quarterback's aging out this year. The running back, he may be going to U of M. He may come back next year.
Oh, okay.
But it was their young guys' night to turn to shine, and they did.
Nice.
They really did. There were some big plays. It was 21-19 at the half for the Kodiaks, and they came back, and I think it was 31-29 or 32-30.
Okay.
In the end, but it was a very back and forth game. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Sweet.
And we had some big plays by local kids. Dag Mora from WJ Mowat.
Yes.
He aged out this year. Caught 2 touchdowns. Caught
Nice.
one massive long go touchdown. Josh Caverly from the Chilliwack
Oh,
Giants
jeez.
had some beautiful plays and a beautiful touchdown and a
Nice.
2-point convert as well. So I mean, it was a lot of fun to call the game.
Yeah.
The last game. Sad that they're not going to the playoffs this year. You know, they have for so many years, but in reality, the Okanagan Sun and the West Shore Rebels are 2 powerhouse teams.
Yeah.
So it's really, who do they get to practice and fine tune their game on before they face each other?
Right.
You know, so Prince George, by finishing third, has to drive all the way to the ferries and go over to the island to play West Shore instead of just stopping in Okanagan.
Right.
You know, it might have been cheaper for him to do that.
Yeah. Less travel, and
Yeah. And then you've got the VI Raiders who are going to come all the way over to the Okanagan.
so they'll beat each other up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
So, Okanagan and West Shore get to sit at home, have somebody come there, have a little tune-up session, and then they'll play the week after for the championship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
And CFL news, I know my Alouettes have pulled a rabbit out of their hat. They're in the playoffs. Did not get to see a lot of games this week. Just life gets in the way. Our BC Lions, I think, did okay yesterday.
Beat Calgary last night.
Nice.
Beat Calgary in a close one. They punched their ticket for the playoffs as well.
Nice.
So yeah, it's Saskatchewan and BC so far in the West. Hamilton and Montreal in the East are
Okay.
in. So there's two more spots to go.
Okay.
So it looks like it's going to be Calgary, Winnipeg. I mean, they're both sitting at 8 and 7, whereas Toronto and Ottawa are 5 and 11 and 4 and 11. So
Gotcha. Okay.
It looks like the final two are going to be over on that side. A couple more games left, but
Nice.
we're getting there.
I just like, I mean, Montreal came out of the chute killing it, and then their quarterbacks went down, and things sort of fell off the rails.
Yeah.
And they managed to scrap their way back in. So
Yeah. So I mean, they came out and they were 3-0, 4-0,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, before they lost a game, and then they didn't win one for a long time, and then
Yeah.
they won a bunch. So
Oh, yeah.
back and forth. I mean, I love watching the Philpott boys on both teams.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
lot of
they're
fun.
just superb. They've really, really solidified themselves as legit CFL everyday players.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
100%.
I mean, the Alouette Philpott, I know his name. Jalen
Tyson.
Got that winning touchdown in the Grey Cup.
Yep.
You know, through traffic, just a brilliant pass. And it wasn't just a flash in the pan. Like, he's back, having another great season. Jalen had some injury issues, I think, in his first season in Calgary, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. He had
and he's
rough
back.
go.
So, yeah, I mean,
But
we watched them at the Border Bowls and stuff when they were 14, and they were whizzes back then.
Yeah.
So
Very high football IQ, very skilled, and very coachable.
Yeah.
That's the big thing about them, is they're very coachable.
yeah, 3 things you need in every athlete. So
Let's touch base one thing before we go.
Okay.
Right? Let's talk about Andrew Tolles. Because for the 6th year in a row, the Dodgers have kept a player on their payroll
Oh, yeah.
that will never play again.
Yes.
He will not function in society properly ever again. Andrew Tolles played for the Dodgers through 2018. And then he left the team in 2019 for personal reasons. And it turns out those personal reasons were bipolar and schizophrenia.
Yeah.
He was found in 2020 living behind a gas station.
Yeah.
And at that point,
Heartbreaking, man.
his father got custody of him, guardianship of him. And the Dodgers went there and signed him to a contract that pays him $0, doesn't take up a roster spot,
No.
but he has full access to all their health benefits and everything that he needs to be supported by his dad. And they don't ever plan on stopping.
Yeah, that's
right?
amazing.
So they made this lifelong commitment to Andrew Tolles.
That's incredible.
And when you talk about, you know, I'm just reading this line here. We hear and read so many stories about the cold heart of professional sports. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
you tear up. You tear up. It's just,
yeah.
you know, to look at a human being and see him as a human being and not as a commodity, and just say, you know, let's
Yeah.
just help. What do we do to help this guy out? What can we do?
Yeah.
And someone in, you know, one of the lawyers or whatever is like, well, we can sign him and just not paying him anything, just give him health care. It doesn't come out of our pocket. Because
100%.
I mean, you sprain your ankle with no health insurance in the U.S., it's $16,000. Like, it's insane.
Well, supposedly he'd been through 20 facilities and just couldn't get back on his feet.
No.
Right? And now he's at the point, and the dad says, he goes, I don't care that he does anything as a job ever again. He's never going to play baseball again.
No.
He'd be lucky if he could mow a lawn.
Yeah.
But he just wants him to be happy and comfortable
And safe.
and safe.
Not living on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Awesome.
yeah, hats off to the Dodgers. Good job, guys.
Great Dodgers.
So-
Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe to Off Topic with Tim and Matt, where we always go
Off topic.